Hope everybody had a great week. It's time for your Hot 10 list. Go grab your Vibe Juice. I'll go grab mine. We'll meet back here in the comic room. I left the door open. Come on in, have a seat, kick your shoes off, relax, and let's have some fun. It's good vibes only. I'll meet you back here. What's up, comic book fam? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you got your Vibe Juice, because I got mine. It's time for another hot list. Hit that like, hit the subscribe button. I got a hot spec book that I'll show to you later on. But for now, we're going to start the list off with a hot new classic book. Let's talk about The Punisher, Newsstand, issue number 1. All right, guys. This is the premiere issue of the first ongoing Punisher series. This book is currently up right now. 67.61% increase in sales, with the last recorded sale being for $30. The average price for a raw copy is also $30. The average price for a graded copy is $190. With an all-time high, we've had a sale of $1,793 back in 2016, and that was for a CGC 9.9. The 9.9 is the golden egg in this book. We've had a total of 2,367 sales so far for this book. But after doing a little bit more digging, I found out that fair market value has the 9.9, the 9.8 listed for $180. Fair market value also has the 9.6 going for $65. It has the 9.4 going for $60. The 9.2 is currently on average with about $42, and the 9.0 is going for $32 as well. All right, so keep your eye out for Marvel's The Punisher, issue number 1, the newsstand edition. Classic book, classic cover. We're all familiar with it. It's on the move. All right. On the list at number 9, ladies and gentlemen, here's a community favorite, and we're going to highlight Daredevil, issue number 196, the newsstand. Yes. Now, here are the numbers on this book. This is the first appearance of Dr. Oyama, a.k.a. Lord Darkwind. I know, right? Now, this is the first meeting of Daredevil and Wolverine. This book is currently up 83.47%, with the last recorded sale for this book being $22. Average price for the raw copy is $10. Your average price for the graded copy is going to be $290. We had an all-time high that took place back in 2022, where CGC 9.8 went for $528. So far, we've got a total of 233 sales for this book. All right? Now, after doing a little bit more digging, I've noticed that 17 sales for the 9.8, and that last one sold for $260. There's been 12 sales for the fair market and fair market value for the 9.6, and that last one sold for $65. We've had 9 sales of the 9.4, with the last one selling for $55. And we've had 5 sales for the 9.2, with that last one going for $48. Now, you could probably get yourself on a get your hands on a 9.0 for about $40, and of course, lower hanging fruit will be going for less. So, Daredevil, issue number 196, ladies and gentlemen. That book is moving, so keep your eye out on it. If you need that in your collection, now may be a good time for you to pull the trigger. All right? Now, if this is your first time stopping by, checking out the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'll really help us out a lot. Hit that like button, show some love, comment down below. All right? It's always good vibes, ladies and gentlemen. Always good vibes. On the list at number 8, we have Amazing Spider-Man, and this is issue number 92. This is the battle between Spider-Man and Iceman. I noticed how a lot of either these team-up books or these first meeting books are starting to do numbers on the secondary market. I think that's becoming a theme as we see movie magic take place, when a lot of our favorites are first engaging with one another. So I think that's going to be something that we need to keep an eye out for too. Maybe we'll start going back, and there'll be a lot more collecting between the meetups You know, when characters team up or meet up or do their first battle. So that's going to be something to look out for. This book is currently up 97.12%, right? With the average price for a raw copy being $51. Average price for the graded copy is $120. The last recorded sale for this book was just $85, all right? We've had a total of 930 sales for this book so far, with the all-time high taking place back in 2011, where CGC 9.8 sold for $2,216, right? Yep, $2,216 for the 9.8. And if that's a little too steep for you, don't worry, because fair market value has this book listed at $51 for a raw copy in near mint condition. So all my Amazing Spider-Man fans, you may be on the market for this book. Pick your poison carefully, choose wisely, take your time. Don't let FOMO, take control. This book will always come back around, so don't worry about it, all right? Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 92. It's moving. Keep your eye out on it, all right? Now, here's one that's making the list this week, and I was surprised, but I'm not surprised, if you know what I mean. This is Venom, issue number 3. This is the Ryan Stegman 2024 NYCC, the New York Comic-Con Virgin Foil variant, right? So I know the regular version of this book has gone up and down so many different times, and with that last installment of Venom, where we got to see Null on the screen, we probably didn't get to see as much of him as we wanted to, but nonetheless, he did make an appearance. So this reprints the first appearance of Null, the god of symbiotes, right? And it's a foil variant, and it's up 98%. With that last sale, the last recorded sale for this book was $15. Average price for a raw copy is $13. Your average price for a graded copy will be $43. We've had a total of we've had a total of 65 sales for this book so far, with the all-time high that took place last year for CGC 9.9, and that book sold for $225. So if you're a comic book collector and you're into those modern variants, this one may be one you want to add to your PC if you don't already have it. Fair market value has this book listed at $13 for a raw copy in near mint condition. Venom, issue number 3, Ryan Stegman, New York City Comic-Con 2024 Virgin Foil variant, making the list, and then maybe it'll make its way into your collection. All right? Here's another one on the hot list. On the list at number 6, we've got X-Men, issue number 214, and this is the direct edition. All right? This was when Dazzler joins the X-Men. Yes, an iconic moment, right? There are a lot of Dazzler fans out there, and she finally joined the X-Men. This may be one that you need to fill a space in your collection. This book is up 99%, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely moving, definitely comic book worthy, right? This is comic book collection worthy. This is definitely worth highlighting because Dazzler has a very, very serious cult following, right? Average price for that raw copy is going to be $4. Average price for the graded copy is going to run you roughly about $86. The last recorded sale for a raw book was actually $10, right? We've had a total of 899 sales so far, with the all-time high for CGC 9.8 that took place back in 2022, where that book sold for $146. All right? Now, keep in mind, fair market value has it listed at $4 for a raw copy in fine condition. So, X-Men, issue number 214, the direct edition. This is when Dazzler joins the X-Men. This book is currently on the move, so we had to highlight it here on your top 10 list. Keep your eye out on it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the halfway mark. So allow me to do what I always do, which is stop, take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you for coming by, checking out the channel. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you spending a little time with me. And you know, I got my vibe juice. I hope you got yours. It's good vibes only. We are only here for the love of the hobby. Check your nonsense at the door. Because we're just trying to have some fun. All right? Everybody want to be the king, but the ace is back. I do it for you. I do it for the love. I do it for the culture, baby. And I appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below what you think about your first 5 books. And if you didn't check out that last video, for those of you who didn't know, I just purchased my first comic book collection, got some really nice gems in it, and got an opportunity to share my first experience with you guys. So make sure you check that video out, all right? Thank you. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled program. On the list at number 5, guys, we've got Ultimate Spider-Man issue number 13, and this is that Franny variant. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is the introduction of the Picatech black costume Spider-Man, which is Richard Parker. Yes. This book is up 110% increase in sales right now, with the average price for the raw copy being just $3, my guys. There's no graded information on this book yet. It's a modern variant. It's still fairly new, but I'm sure we'll be hearing something back soon as far as graded books. And when that happens, I'll definitely keep you guys filled in on that. We've had an all-time high that took place for $20 sale for a raw copy. But fair market value has the raw copy listed at $3 for a raw copy in near mint condition. So you don't have to go too crazy about this book. I'm sure there are plenty of them out there in the wild that you can get your hands on. Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 13, the Franny variant. If you can't find it in your local comic book shops, definitely check Unknown Comics, because I know that was a variant that they have for exclusive for a short time now. So keep your eye out on it, because it's moving on the market. On the list at number 4, guys. This is a classic book. It's going to go up, down, but it's never going to go away. Let's talk Incredible Hulk, issue number 181, and this is the first full appearance of Wolverine. No, I'm not getting into the argument with you guys. 180, 181. Hey, it's all, listen, first full appearance, 181. That's what I'm going with. This book is up 6%, guys. Not a major increase, but nonetheless, it is up, right? So I want to make sure I share this information with you. Last recorded sale for this book was $15,791, and that was for CGC 9.6, all right? We've had a total of 4,525 sales for this book so far up to date, with the all-time high being being $138,000, right? That's the all-time high. That was for CGC 9.8, and that took place back in 2022. The average price for a raw copy is $2,827. Average price for a graded copy will run you roughly about $3,704. There's one 9.9 on the seat on the Go Collect census, right? 91 sales of the 9.8, with fair market value listed the 9.8 for $68,000. There's 202 sales for the 9.6, with fair market value listed at $16,000. 276 sales for the 9.4. Fair market value has the 9.4 listed at $9,250. There's been 334 sales of the 9.2, and fair market value has the 9.2 listed at $7,250, and 478 sales of the 9.0, and fair market value has the 9.0 listed at $6,250. The iconic Incredible Hulk, issue number 181, first full appearance of the Wolverine, is moving on the market. If you do not have this book and you've been thinking about getting it, now may be a good time. I can't make that decision for you, but at the end of the day, I can highlight it, show you where the numbers are, and then you can make an informed decision from there. All right? But whatever you do, be careful. Never jump out of the airplane without a parachute, right? Because it makes no sense for you to have Hulk issue number 181, but you don't got no electricity in the house to look at it. All right? So take your time, man. These books always come back around. On the list at number 3, we've got one of DC's most formative books we have to showcase, and this is Showcase issue number 4, The Flash. Yes, this is the first appearance of the Flash, Barry Allen, right? And this book doesn't get highlighted that much. So I wanted to remind everybody of some of our iconic superheroes that have kind of like fallen between the cracks. So I wanted to bring this one on back and put it back in front of the comic book community. This book is up 47%, right? With the average price for the raw copy being $3,000. Last recorded sale for this book was $8,400, and that was for a 2.0, right? Average price for the graded copy at the moment is $21,000, my guys, all right? With 160 total sales so far. Back in 2024, a CGC 9.6 sold for $900,000, and that's the all-time high for this particular book, all right? So keep that in mind. And I know that's a lot of money. I don't have $900,000 laying around to spend on a comic book, but fair market value does have a fair to poor copy listed for $3,000 in raw form, all right? So DC's Showcase, The Flash, issue number 4. It's moving, guys. It's on the market. It's out there, all right? Don't forget. On the list at number 2, here's a book that you can spec on, right? This is a hot spec on deck. I brought it here just for you. We want to highlight this book. We all know we just had that release of Fantastic Four. No spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. But if you haven't seen it, definitely go out and see it. I believe, in my opinion, that it's the Fantastic Four that we've all been waiting on. Some subtle changes, but it's all good. Still, nonetheless, a fun, exciting, it's a great movie. Definitely check it out. But here's one that you want to have in your collection. All right, let's talk West Coast Avengers, issue number 35. This is the direct edition. Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited about this book. This is one of my favorite comic book covers. I am a Doom fan. I love watching all the Doom, portrayals, but I can't wait till I find or see that actual actor that can just nail his character, right? So this book is hot, and this book is hot because last month RDJ put up a post on social media that had this book in the background, right? So I wanted to highlight this for you guys. This book is up 2,900% increase in sales this week alone, right? With the average price for a raw copy being $43. Average price for the graded copy is $361. Fair market value has this book listed at $43 for a raw copy in near mint condition, but we had an all-time high that took place back in 2020, well, a couple months ago in 2025, where CGC 9.8 sold for $499. So West Coast Avengers, issue number 35, the direct edition. This book is really, really making waves in the comic book community. RDJ put us on point. I'm paying attention. Always follow the Easter eggs. That's what I was taught. The OG collector that brought me into the game, that's what I was taught. Always follow the Easter eggs. And that's what I do, right? So here's an opportunity for you to acquire yourself a hot spec book. Don't go crazy for it. Don't go putting crazy dollars down on it because you see it on. Listen, go to your local comic book shop. Check the dollar bins, ask about it, see if they have this book. Support your local comic book shops. We need them. We need them to know that they're still much a big part of the hobby, and we appreciate them and love having them around. And then if they don't have it, then go to eBay, but be careful. Don't fall for all the astronomical numbers. This book should only run you roughly about $50 tops cash money. You know what I mean? Unless you buy it in a graded form, and you're going to spend a little bit more. But for a raw copy, I'm not coughing up no more than about $50 for it. And I may already have it in my collection. I have to check and see. If I don't, then I'll grab myself a copy. All right? West Coast Avengers, issue number 35, y'all. Pay attention to it, all right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's good vibes only. I appreciate you guys stopping by, checking out the channel. I am your humble host, C3. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. But now it's time for us to talk about the hottest comic book on the planet. And that book is Fantastic Four, issue number 72. And this is that hot Watcher and Silver Surfer variant. Oh yes, that all red cover, man. Phenomenal. And this is another book that I have to check my collection for to make sure I have it, because I definitely need this in my collection. All right, I was hoping that it would be in that collection that I bought, because I did run across a lot of Fantastic Four books, but it wasn't in there. But and since I mentioned it, just stick around after I'm done with this list, and I'll show you guys a couple of pieces that I got out of that collection. All right. All right. So here's the numbers. This book is up 36%, with the last recorded sale for this book being $50. Average price for the raw copy is $75 right now, while the average price for the graded copy is $175. 1,693 sales for this book has transpired on the secondary market right now. We had an all-time high that took place for CGC 9.8 back in 2009, where that book sold for $25,389, right? There's 2,409 universal grades on the census. There has been 7 sales of the 9.8. The last sale for the 9.8 went for $9,700. There has been 27 sales of the 9.6, and that last 9.6 sold for $3,600. There was 54 sales for the 9.4, with the last 9.4 going for $1,550. There has been 71 sales of the 9.2, with that last sale of the 9.2 going for $675. There was 87 sales for the 9.0, and the last sale for the 9.0 went for $325. An iconic book hits this hot list. It's yours. I have to report it to you. You guys are the ones making these books hot. Iconic cover. Fantastic Four, issue number 72. It's moving. It's doing numbers. And I want you guys to be aware of it. All right? So, that's your list. Be careful. Don't go crazy. Never jump out of the airplane without a parachute. I like to strike while the iron is cold. If these books are up a little bit too high for you, just be patient. Wait for them to come down a little bit, and you'll be able to grab yourself one. All right? So, before you go, as I promised, good vibes only. And I want to share with you a few books that came out of this comic book collection that I bought. Right? If you haven't seen them, I'm going to show them to you. Right? Here are a few of the hot items that came out of this book. We got Iron Man, issue number 165. We got Iron Man, issue number 164. $158. $157. And leave a comment down below. Let me know if you guys see any keys, because I don't know all the keys. All right. This is issue number 171. This is issue number 199 of Iron Man. Yeah, and I've got 2 versions of that. This is Iron Man 201. So those of you who are unaware, I just purchased a nice comic book collection for $50, and it had quite a few books in there. These books was just in a crate and in a bag. Right? This is Iron Man issue number 141. This is issue number 142. That's why I encourage you guys, go back and check out that collection. Go back and check out that last video that has the collection in there, right? This is Iron Man issue number 146. It's the first collection I ever bought. I'd never done it before. I was a little nervous, but I figured I couldn't go wrong for the price. And this is issue number 147. The Invincible Iron Man, issue number 148. For the life of me, I could not fathom how, or, you know, why someone would just have their comic books just sprawled around in an old crate, right? But I just saw it as an opportunity to save some comic books and to you know, adventure down the alley that I've never been before, but also learn a little bit more about our hobby. So I purchased it. This is Iron Man issue number 149. This is issue number 166. And this is issue number 170. Invincible Iron Man issue number 170. All right. Now, I had already cherry picked most of the keys out of the collection. I have not gone through the entire collection just yet. I'm still going through it, but I'll show you many of the keys that I picked out of there so far. All right. Now, or should I say, I'll show you some of the more expensive books that I picked out of them right now. A lot of them, and a couple of them are just some covers, right? And you'll know those when you see them. But here's what I grabbed. Here's what I so far picked out of it. All right. Again, $50 for this collection, and I was super excited about it. All right. This is a king size annual Captain America issue number 5. This is the Uncanny X-Men issue number 167. This is the Uncanny X-Men issue number 158. This is the Avengers issue number 223. And I have to continue with looking through the collection, and whatever else I find, I'll continue to show you guys. So make sure you stick around. Like, subscribe, share. So next video I drop, you guys don't miss out. This is Daredevil issue number 189. This is Daredevil issue number 184. This is the Green Lantern Corps. This is issue number 3. Green Lantern Corps issue number 141. This is Hulk issue 271. This is Wolverine, issue number 4. I know, right? $50, guys, I paid for the entire collection. Leave a comment down below. Do you think I did good, or I should have left it where it was at? This is Wolverine, issue number 3. We got some old school DC. We got Arian, Lord of Atlantis. This is issue number 1. More X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, 168. Hulk, Incredible Hulk, issue number 258. And like I said, I'm still going through the collection, so hopefully I'll find more. I just have to make the time to do so with work and school and everything. Yeah, it's difficult. And then I have to continue to make sure you guys got your hot 10 list too. Right? So this is Daredevil issue 183. It could use a cleaning and a pressing, but other than that, man, it's in pretty good shape. This is Captain America, issue number 261. And this is Fantastic Four, issue number 244. This is the book that was actually at the top of the crate, and this was the book that made me just be like, yeah, I'll give you $50 for all of it. You know what I mean? Because I figured if this was there, it'd be something in there. It does have, you see, it's got some damage there, right? The critters got to it up there, but nonetheless, still a fun cover to have. At the end of the day, still a fun comic. I've got one right there behind me. I have my own copy. I've got a couple copies of this in my collection anyway. But just to have it, and who knows, these may wind up in the giveaway at some point, so it's all good. All right? So, yep, check it out, guys. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. All right? This is Keep It Comics. I'm C3. It's good vibes only. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. And I'll see you next time, all right? Until then, there it is. Good vibes only. I'll leave the door open, and you can just come on in. Later, Gators. You know what it is. And oh yeah, one more thing before I go. The link is in the description for those of you who want to support the channel.